Well, Kary, thanks for joining us. We are joined by Kary Hollenbaugh, who is a standout golfer at Ohio State. She is going to be going into her senior year next year. She's had a phenomenal year this year and every single year in college for that matter. Uh, Kary, just to start, what changed going into this year? Was it something that maybe you did, or did you just see yourself continually getting better and continually moving to this spot where you are now?
Yeah, I think I just kind of continually saw my game getting better and I didn't have a great fall season, but I was seeing my game trending in the right direction and I took some time off for my back and then kind of worked a lot on visualization with my coaches and kind of working on trying to hit a shot without actually hitting the shot and try to visualize myself hitting good shots. And I think that that was really beneficial just not playing golf, but kind of just playing golf in my mind. And I think that the mental work that I put in was probably the thing that helped my game go to the next level.
I just have a question about, so for those who don't know, can you just walk us through the injury you went through and kind of the recovery that it took to get back to where you are now?
Yeah, I had a stress fracture in my lower back and then like a teeny bit of schist, so spondylolisthesis is what it's called. So it's just a bilateral fracture in my L5 S1. So it's never gonna heal fully, but it just takes a lot of like physical therapy and a lot of core exercises and glutes just so that my back can handle the rotation that I make when I take a swing. So
So have you changed kind of your workout or your lifestyle or even maybe your routine when you get to the golf course ever since you've had this injury?
yeah, for sure. I never used to stretch in high school, so that was kind of I had to add that into my pre-round routine and just doing a lot of glute activation before I go on the range, and I always have a band with me that I use on the range and try to get my glutes working, and that's probably what I do that's a lot different from high school.
Nice.
So, talk us through your recovery because we saw it with Scotty Scheffler this year from his hand injury. What's it like? And what were the kind of struggles? I don't know if you struggled your first couple rounds back from injury. Just walk us through like what it was kind of like.
Yeah, it's hard to hit a ball at first. I feel like I lost a lot of distance, like just from not swinging a lot. But that came back in like a few weeks. So that wasn't super hard, but it's more like playing golf. I feel like you kind of get used to just playing and scoring. I feel like when you take a lot of time off, you're not used to scoring as much. So like even though you're hitting good shots, I feel like scoring isn't as good. But I think sometimes that when you take a break, you sometimes are more excited to play golf. So I feel like I when I've taken breaks, I feel like I kind of enjoy the next couple tournaments and just I have a little bit less pressure on myself too. So I think I play a little bit better sometimes after a break.
For those of you that don't know, here are Kari's accolades. So in the clipped rankings, the college golf rankings, in D1, she moved up from 124th to 16th in the past year, up to 22nd in the world amateur golf rankings. And from her 24 to 25 season, she had 4 wins, 5 top 3s, and 69.7 scoring average adjusted. And just recently, she qualified for the U.S. Women's Open at Erin Hills. Unfortunately, not the finish, I guess you'd say you'd looking
Mhm.
for, but still a cool opportunity in general. Just walk us through like what it was like to. I'm sure that was on your dream board, but just walk us through what it was like to accomplish one of your dreams.
Yeah, for sure. It was cool because I played in the qualifier at New Albany, so that was my home course, and I've been growing up playing there my whole life. And yeah, and I mean, Erin Hills hosted the 2017 U.S. Open, so it was cool to be able to play there. And I was able to watch a little bit of the footage from the rounds just to prepare. And I think it was just a cool opportunity, just seeing all the best players in the world and how they kind of attacked like practice rounds and. Practicing before and just seeing their bags there and all the tour trucks with the clubs and I mean we had so much food and I mean they gave the players everything that they could have ever dreamed of, so it was just a really cool experience.
Yeah, I touched on the jumps you made in the rankings. Just kind of a two-parter. First off, what was it like to just see your name just jump in the rankings? I mean, for anybody, it's cool to see, but yet alone jumping your name up in the rankings, especially in the WAGR, gets you into a lot of things. Just recently, you played in the ANWA, the Augusta National Women's Amateur. So, what was it like for you to just see your name climb on the leaderboard?
Yeah, it was a little bit stressful like last year trying to make ANWA. I think I put like too much pressure on myself just seeing it climb or go down a bit. So I think this year I try to really not focus on seeing my name in the rankings and just try to play well and win every tournament because I think I was more focused on getting top tens just so it wouldn't ruin my ranking instead of actually trying to win the tournament. So that helped my mindset change a little bit. And then I started seeing my name going up even more after that. And so that was pretty cool. And then making it to ANWA. And I think not really focusing on rankings. I think rankings can be skewed in some situations. So I think just seeing that I'm among some of the best players in the world is cool now.
Yeah, and then the second part is just like you're 16th in the clipped rankings and you're 22nd in the WAGR. Um, you know, some people would say there's a lot more pressure. Not, I'm not saying there is, but where do you go from here?
Yeah, that's a good question. There is a little bit more pressure, I think, like every tournament. Um, I feel like I should win almost and or like I should play well and I think that I'm just kind of trying to get better every tournament. I think there's still areas of my game where I can get even better. So I feel like I'm the person that's never really satisfied, so I'm always trying to find places that I can get better and maybe keep moving up the rankings even more and winning more tournaments. So yeah.
So you got to play Augusta since you made the cut at the ANWA. Walk us through the emotions and just the excitement you had getting onto Augusta National that day, and what is something that kind of shocked you that you just didn't kind of realize about Augusta before you got there?
Yeah, it's so prestigious and the people that are there for you and they're trying to make your experience great. And I think that that's what shocked me the most was that the people were there just for the experience and just being there watching people play golf. And I was shocked there were so many people there watching. I on the first tee, I think that was the most nervous I've ever been. And I get pretty nervous in general, so my heart was racing very fast. And even the girl I played with, Amanda Sambach, during the final round at Augusta, and she asked me on the tee. I think she could tell. She's like, "How are you feeling?" Because she had played there for I think it was her fifth year playing there.
Wow.
So yeah, it was cool to be with a girl who was experienced, and she kind of knew how I was feeling with the crowds behind me, and it was just cool because I had my whole family there, and yeah, it was a really cool experience.
So going back to the U.S. Open, what is one or two things you learned being around the pros and playing a lot of practice rounds? What's one or two things you learned that the pros do much better than people like you in college during practice rounds and getting ready for tournaments and even during tournaments?
Yeah, I ran into Yanni Sang on I was on 18 and she played her full 18 round or like full 18 holes that day and she kind of talked to me and I played with Brooke Bierman in the practice round and she said people take it too seriously with the practice rounds and they overwork and practice too much and she said and so we asked her what her practice routine was and she said that she played 18 holes that day, which I think was Sunday. So the
Okay.
tournament didn't start until Thursday. So she played her 18 holes on Sunday because she said there were less people there, so she'd have the course more to herself. And then she said that she might not even play the rest of the week, maybe walk the course and chip and putt. So that was
Wow.
pretty eye-opening to me because I thought that they were all going to be playing every single day, like getting
Hmm.
ready for the course. But yeah, so I ended up getting kind of sick, so I had a sinus infection, so I was like trying to take it easy on Sunday and Monday. So I think I walked 9 holes, the front nine the first day, and then I played the back nine, and then played the front nine, played the back nine. So I never played 18 holes in one day. I think that was pretty helpful, just keeping my energy up.
So we have Kari. Thanks for joining. Congrats again on your constant success this year. We're excited to see what
Thank
you
you.
do, and just keep up the good work. And have a good rest of your night.
Thanks for having me.
Of
Congrats,
course.
Kary. Thank
Congrats,
you.
Kary.